So this question asks us, what's the maximum number of forces, of equal forces? We're looking for the maximum number of them, which we can have a vector sum of 0. So the reason we want to do this, Newton's second law says that if we add up all of our forces, it gives us some acceleration. If our vector sum of our forces, our sigma f, are adding up all of our forces, gives us 0, then we know that we have acceleration equaling to 0. So this is actually a pretty standard case. If we want something to have no acceleration, then we want all of our forces to add up to 0. The question now asks, how many can we do? Well, if I were to think of a free body diagram for this, if I have one force pointing down on it, then I need another force to point up on it. If I have a force to the right, in order to give me 0, I would need a force to counter it to the left. So I'm looking at, in the x direction, for the picture I drew, I have force 1, 2, 3, and 4. That way we can label them. Force 1 in the positive x direction, force 3 in the minus x direction, and if they add up, if they're the same value, F minus F, we get 0. Same thing with the y direction. If I get force 2 up minus force 4 down, I get some acceleration in the y direction, which in this case, because they are the same force, are going to add up to 0. So right now I'm up to 4 forces that add up to this. I can think of any force that I add as long as I have a corresponding opposite force. If I put another force here, another force there, if they're opposite of each other, they can cancel out. So as long as all of my forces, whatever my forces are, as long as they add up to 0, I'm fine. And I can get a number more than 5. I can have an infinite number of forces, of equal forces for that matter, adding up as long as they all cancel out. Pretty much means I need, for every one up, I need a corresponding one opposite of it. Pretty simple problem, but kind of an interesting one that we don't necessarily always remember when we're going through these problems.